Hello students, how are you? I hope all of you are fine. Students, in the previous class, we completed up to this I part. We completed up to this I part of question number 1, exercise 6b. Today we will complete remaining parts of this question 1. So let us start. J part. From J part, 75x square minus 3 into x minus y whole square. See, this x minus y, let x minus y is equal a. Then this expression will become 75x square minus 3a square. We have taken this x minus a just as a, so it will become 3a square. 75x square minus 3a square. Now we see 75 and this 3 both are not square numbers. So first we will change it to square number by taking 3 as common factor. So take 3 as common factor, then it will become 3 2 ja 6, 1 remainder here, it becomes 15, 3 5 ja 15, so 25x square minus 3 1 ja 3a square. Now 3 will be written as it is. This 25x square is the whole square of 5x minus a square is the whole square of a. Now we will use identity a square minus b square is equal a plus b into a minus b. So 3 will be written as it is. This will become 5x plus a and 5x minus a. Now we will put the value of a. What is the value of a? A is equal x minus y. So this 3, then this 5x plus value of a is equal x minus y. Then in other bracket again 5x minus in place of a x minus y. Now we will solve it. 3 5x plus x minus y. 5x, this plus x will change to minus x and minus y will change to plus y as there is minus sign out of this bracket. So this 3 5x plus 1x 6x minus y, 5x minus x 4x plus y. Now come to next part k. See, part k is 2p plus q whole square minus p minus q whole square. Again, if we consider it, 2p plus q is equal a and p minus q is equal b. Let us take 2p plus q is equal a and p minus q is equal b. Then it will become a square minus b square. And as you know, a square minus b square is equal a plus b, a minus b. Now a square is 2p plus q whole square minus p minus q whole square is equal a plus b. A is 2p plus q plus then b is p minus q. In other bracket a is 2p plus q, this minus, then this b is p minus q. So this plus q minus q cancel, 2p plus p 3p. In first bracket it is 3p. Then solve this bracket, 2p plus q minus q plus p. Sorry, minus p plus q. Now 3p will be written as it is. Then 2p minus p, p plus q plus 2q. Now come to part L. L is r power 4 minus 1. R power 4 can be written as r square whole square. This r power 4 minus 1, first we will convert into in this form a square minus b square. So r power 4 means r square whole square minus 1 is 1 whole square. Now this is a square and this is b square. What is a? A is this r square. And what is b? B is 1. So it will be written like this, a plus b, a minus b is equal r square plus 1 and r square minus 1. Now this r square plus 1 will be written as it is, and this r square minus 1, here we will apply the same identity again. R square is the whole square of r, minus 1 is the 1 whole square. Then again r square plus 1 will be written as it is. It will become r plus 1 as a plus b, r plus 1 and in other bracket r minus 1. Next part m, same as we did just now. L, 16a power 4 minus b power 4. See again, 16 is the square of 4, a power 4 is the square of a square. So 16a power 4 is the whole square of 4a square whole square, minus b power 4 is the square of b square. Then again this is a square minus b square. So what is the value of a? Within bracket 4a square plus what is the value of b? B is b square. So 4a square plus b square and 4a square minus b square. Now expression with 4a square plus b square with plus sign will be written as it is, because there is no identity for this. Identity is for minus when two terms are whole square. So this 4a square minus b square is the again square. We will apply same identity here. 4a square is the square of 2a whole square minus b square is the square of b. 4a square plus b square will be written as it is. Here we will apply identity. It will become 2a plus b and 2a minus b. In these two sums, this identity will be used 2 times. Now next part is n, x square minus 9y square plus 6y minus 1. What we will do here, first we will arrange it in the form of a identity, x square minus, here we have taken this minus common, then bracket start, this minus 9y square will become 9 plus 9y square, plus 6y will become minus 6y, minus 1 will become plus 1. As you know, if there is minus sign, all the sign within bracket will change. Now we will use here identity a square minus 2ab plus b square is equal a minus b whole square to factorize this one, 9y square minus 6y plus 1, as we did in question. It's part a, b, c. So x square minus 9y square is the whole square of 3y and 1 is the whole square of 1. So it becomes a and it becomes b. Middle term minus 2ab, minus 2 into 3y into 1. Check it, 2 3 is 6, 6 1 is 6, 6y. This is the middle term. So x square minus this expression can be written as 3y minus 1 whole square. Now it becomes a whole square minus b whole square. Now here we will apply the identity a square minus b square is equal a plus b, a minus b here. So it is a and it is b. A plus b, a is x plus b, b is 3y minus 1. Then a minus b, a is x minus b is 3y minus 1. Now solve it, x plus 3y minus 1, x minus 3y plus 1. Next part. Students, pay more attention in this question, because in one question there are 2 identities. We are applying 2 identities in the same question. See here again. This is next part O. M minus 4m a plus b whole square. First we will arrange it again. First we will take out m as the common factor. We will consider it here. These are 2 terms. First term is this only m, and second term is this 4m a plus b whole square. So we will take m common from these 2 terms. M is common, then this m will become 1 minus m is common, 4 a plus b whole square. Now this m, 1 is 1 whole square minus 4 is 2 square, a plus b whole square will be written as it is. Now this m, 1 whole square minus 2 into a plus b whole square. See here what is the difference between these 2 steps. Here 2 square a plus b whole square. Here we are writing this 2 a plus b, then double bracket whole square is over the second bracket, not here first here. In this step square is here. Here we are writing square here. It means it is the square of 2 and a plus b both. Now m into 1 square minus multiply this to 2a plus 2b whole square. Then now it is a and it is b. It means a square minus b square. Again apply the same identity. Which one? A square minus b square is equal a plus b, a minus b. We will use this identity here in this step. So m 1a plus b, it is 1 plus 2a plus 2b, then a minus b, so 1 minus 2a plus 2b, m 1 plus 2a plus 2b, 1 minus 2a minus 2b, because out of this bracket there is minus sign, so when we will solve it, it becomes minus. Next part P. A square minus b square plus 2a plus 1. First we rearrange the given expression. How? A square plus 2a plus 1, then minus b square. Now this a square plus 2a plus 1 will become identity. How? This a square can be written as a whole square and this plus 1 can be written as 1 whole square. Then middle term plus 2ab plus 2, a is a and b is 1. So minus b square. Now this expression will become identity for a plus 1 whole square. Then minus b square. Now this is a and this is b. So it is a square minus b square. It becomes a plus b, a minus b. Again use here a square minus b square is equal a plus b and a minus b. So a plus b and a minus b. Next part Q. F square minus 1 plus 9g square minus 6fg. Again we will rearrange these terms forming an identity. F square minus 6fg. See here fg. So we will take f square plus 9g square. F square minus 6fg plus 9g square and this minus 1 here. Again we will factorize it as identity using a square minus 2ab plus b square. So f square is the square of f, 9g square is the square of 3g whole square, middle term minus 2ab, 2a is f and b is 3g. So 2 3 is 6 fg. Then minus 1. Now this expression will become identity for f minus 3g whole square. Then minus 1 whole square. 1 can be written as 1 whole square. Now this is again a and this is b. So a square minus b square. Again we will use the identity a square minus b square is equal a plus b, a minus b in this step. Then this is a plus b. So f minus 3g plus 1, a minus b, f minus 3g minus 1. Next part R. 4a plus 2b whole square minus 9a minus b whole square. This is an example. See example. I am explaining you example. See this example. Four a plus 2b whole square minus 9a minus b whole square. 4a plus 2b whole square minus 9a minus b whole square is equal. This 4 can be written as 2 square. Then this a plus 2b whole square minus 9 is 3 square, a minus b whole square. This is square and this is square. So we can write this 2 into a plus 2b. Double bracket, then whole square minus this minus. In the same way 3 into a minus b double bracket whole square. Clear? Now multiply this 2 into a 2a plus 2 into 2b is 4b. This is 2a plus 4b whole square minus 3 into a 3a minus 3 into b 3b whole square. Now this is a and this is b. So a square minus b square. Now we will use identity again. A square minus b square is equal a plus b, a minus b. So a plus b, this is a plus b and this is a minus b. Now solve it. 2a plus 3a 5a plus 4b minus 3b plus b. 2a minus 3a minus a plus 4b plus 3b plus 7b. Now 5a plus b, this minus a plus 7b can be written as 7b minus a. So you can do this R part from here. Now come to question number 2. Evaluate 67 square minus 53 square. You will do like this. See example 6. Evaluate 44 square minus 36. This is a and this is b. So a square minus b square. 44 square minus 36 square. So you can write first identity. A square minus b square is equal a plus b and a minus b. Now 44 square minus 36 square. So value of a is 44, b is 36. So a plus b, 44 plus 36, 44 minus 36. 44 plus 36, 80 into 44 minus 36, 8. When we multiply 80 by 8, we get 640. So you will do this a and b part like this example. Come to part C. C is again this b part. See here. 4 is to 5 upon 8 whole square minus 2 is to 3 upon 8 whole square. Come here. Again this is a and this is b. You will write here identity. A square minus b square is equal a plus b and a minus b. So a plus b 4 is to 5 upon 8 plus 2 is to 3 upon 8. A minus b 4 is to 5 upon 8 minus 2 is to 3 upon 8. Now you will solve it. How you will solve it? See, it will become 8 4 the 32 plus 5 37 upon 8 plus 8 to the 16 or plus 3 19 upon 8. This is first bracket and second bracket. 37 upon 8 minus 19 upon 8. Then first bracket will become 37 plus 19 56 upon 8. This is first bracket. Second bracket is 37 upon 8 minus 19 upon 8. 18 upon 8. This is 56 upon 8 and 18 upon 8. Now 56 upon 8 into 18 upon 8. 8 1 ja 8, 8 7 ja 56. 2 4 ja 8, 2 9 ja 18. 7 9 ja 63 upon 4. It will become 63 upon 4. You will divide this 63 by 4. We get 15 is to 3 upon 4. You will do like this as I explained here. See again. A square minus b square is equal a plus b into a minus b. Then 4 is to 5 upon 8 whole square minus 2 is to 3 upon 8 whole square. This is a plus b. This is a minus b. Now simplified this mixed number into fraction. 8 4 the 32 plus 5. 37 upon 8 plus 8 to the 16 plus 3 19 upon 8. So 37 upon 8 minus 19 upon 8. 37 upon 8 plus 19 upon 8 56 upon 8. 37 upon 8 minus 19 upon 8 18 upon 8. Both the denominators are same. No need for LCM. Now solve it. 56 upon 8 into 18 upon 8. 8 1 ja 8, 8 7 ja 56, 2 4 ja 8, 2 9 ja 18. 7 9 ja 63 upon 4. So when we divide this 63 by 4, we get 15 is to 3 upon 4. Is it clear? Then come to part D. See part D here in the notebook. Using a square minus b square, a plus b, a minus b. Question is 1.7 square minus 1.3 square. So this is a plus b, this is a minus b. 1.7 plus 1.3 is equal 3.0. 1.7 minus 1.3 is equal 0.4. So 3 multiplied 0.4, we get 1.2. 2. I think all should be clear to you. So students, we completed up to exercise 6B, and I hope all of you understood very well. In the next class, we start next method of factorization, that is factorizing a trinomial by splitting the middle term. So students, I have underlined the main lines. You go through these lines, you read these lines first, then I will explain this method in next class. Students, this method is little bit typical, so you read these lines which I have underlined and go through these examples. See example 7, there are 6 parts. Read these examples at least 4 or 5 times. You have enough time. Saturday, Sunday, Monday also, because I have class on Tuesday, not on Monday. So go these examples at least 3-4 times, then only you will be able to understand these examples. These examples are little bit difficult, but if you understand it once, then there will be no difficulty. But you need to read these examples at least 3 or 4 times. I am repeating this again and again. Okay students, have a good day.